business just picked up for the Cleveland Browns. My goodness. Not only are they no longer the skid marks of the National Football League, no longer are they an afterthought or a joke. They are the prohibitive favorites right now to win the AFC North in 2019. And they have people buzzing. Oh my goodness! What a coup by John Dorsey. It is not often when you're in a situation where you can justify acquiring an elite player in the prime of their careers. When you have the opportunity to do so, you do it, sometimes damn the price, especially when you're trying to change an organization's trajectory, especially when you are trying to make a statement. The Bears general manager Ryan Pace made a similar type of move last year, trading away a couple of first-round picks to get Khalil Mack. And any Bears fan will tell you they will take that deal 100 out of 100 times. Raiders fans, depends on what you ultimately do with those first-round picks in the future. That's the reality. But for the Bears, cares about the first-round picks. You got a Hall of Fame level player in the peak of his career. You make that move 100 out of 100 times. Consequences in the future be damned. You've got to do it, especially when you've got a quarterback on a rookie deal like the Bears do. And then here come the Cleveland Browns. While 2018 didn't ultimately result in an appearance in the playoffs, thanks a lot, you jackass, you can tell the Browns are building something. You can tell the Browns are starting to believe in themselves. They are slowly assembling a solid foundation that someday could result in a trophy. That's all I'm saying. So when you get the chance with a young quarterback like Baker Mayfield, some of the other weapons you have on offense, a franchise piece on defense like Myles Garrett, to acquire somebody at an elite level that can help out your young quarterback who happens to be in the prime of his career, like Odell Beckham Jr., you do that 100 out of 100 damn times. Damn the consequences, damn anything else, damn some of the stupid moves and idiotic actions that he had during his time in New York. The fact is, Odell Beckham Jr. is a stud. Odell Beckham Jr. is a beast. And he is the type of elite level talent that does not often hit the open market, or in this particular case, the trade market. So when the Cleveland Browns, and specifically general manager John Dorsey, had the chance, the glimmer of hope, the opportunity to reunite Odell Beckham Jr. with his old college wide receiver teammate Jarvis Landry, you do that deal 100 out of 100 times. Now let me get this straight. The Cleveland Browns took the 17th overall pick, I think it's pick 95 in round 3, and a former first-round pick in Jabril Peppers, and turned it into an elite wide receiver, a difference maker, a game breaker, a game changer to help their young franchise quarterback. Where exactly is the fucking loss here for the once and no more skid marks? I wouldn't even say this is a ballsy move. This is the right move. And when you have the ability to take advantage of an idiotic organization like the New York Giants, you do that every damn time. The Cleveland Browns come out like roses. Price my ass. The chances of them finding somebody with pick 17 and or pick 95, or even when you throw in Jabril Peppers, any one of those guys having nearly the amount of impact in the NFL as Odell Beckham Jr. does and continues to do and will do in the future, is about slim and damn none. Draft picks are nice and draft picks are great. But the Browns are not in trash mode. They are not in tank mode. They are not in full-out rebuild mode. They are in time to truly change the organization mode. It is time to make a statement, and by God, a statement they made. They fleeced the Giants. And speaking of stupid, it's almost like in this trade, you can focus on the first and third round pick of Jabril Peppers that went to the New York Giants. But you almost feel like they traded away the title of the skid marks of the National Football League to Dave Gettleman and this Giants organization. What in the fuck are they doing? You draft Saquon Barkley, number 2 overall last year, in part because you have this foolish belief that you can still win games and be a playoff team with washed-up ass Eli Manning. Then you re-sign Odell Beckham Jr. to a big long-term deal saying, we did not sign him to ultimately trade him. Well, Dave got him in a year later. I guess you were full of shit. All the while, when you're proclaiming yourself to be in this win-now mode, hence why you didn't take a Sam Darnold at number 2 overall, you took Saquon Barkley instead. You sit there and allow a guy like Landon Collins to leave without utilizing the franchise tag that you could have put on him, which for a safety, I believe, was like $11 or $11.5 million. Sure, the Redskins paid out the ass for him, but you could have potentially retained him for a year at not nearly as much as the Redskins fucking paid for him. And you don't have anybody on the roster at that position that's nearly as good as Landon Collins. And I'm sorry, even if you say, well, Jabril Peppers is going to fill that void. Is he really? Is he really? Maybe, but give me a break. And then you sit there and take one of the marquee weapons in the National Football League, the ultimate star of your damn team, and trade him away as yet another excuse to try and make excuses for the fact that Eli Manning is ass now. Because you got a first and third round pick and some level of replacement for freaking Landon Collins. That's just dumb. And this stubborn belief that you were in win now mode with washed up, fucking done and over with Eli Manning's ass is asinine, Dave Gettleman. You're letting Landon Collins walk because you don't want to invest money in him, clearly. You ultimately traded away Odell Beckham Jr. because maybe you were tired of the antics and the bullshit. And maybe you thought it just wasn't worth it anymore. But maybe you're in the realization of how fucking stupid you are. I don't know what the hell it is. But you don't want to pay Odell Beckham Jr. You accelerate your cap hit in 2019 for the trade. And you keep it fucking moving. But all the while, you're going to give Eli Manning a fucking... You're giving him another year to where his cap hits, what, 22, 23 damn million dollars? Am I the only one taking crazy pills here? How the hell can anybody look at this and think that this is a competent NFL general manager making these fucking decisions? Anybody. In an offseason where the Browns are acquiring Olivier Vernon, they're bringing in Sheldon Richardson. Now you sit there and you bring in somebody the quality of Odell Beckham Jr., the Giants are fucking sitting there and trading away impact players and difference makers. Maybe, just maybe, you would have gotten a better investment out of Odell Beckham Jr. if you had a quarterback that wasn't shit. So now you potentially go into this draft with 2 first-round picks, of which you'll probably spend one of them on a quarterback. Maybe fucking not. Because you'll double down on your stupidity that you believe that you can win a bunch of games with Eli damn Manning in that division. And that's crazy. You literally have to have an entire roster that isn't cheeks on both sides of the ball around Eli Manning in order to have a chance to make the playoffs. And clearly you don't have that. Because you keep letting go of and getting rid of your best fucking players. The Browns were the skid marks for a long, long time. And everything is cyclical in the NFL. But goddamn, son, the Giants and Dave Gettleman look like clown school for this. I don't give a crap. You don't trade away stars like that when you're trying to sit there and sell your fan base and the league that you're in win now mode. That makes absolutely no sense. If you were getting rid of Eli and you said we are starting this thing over and blowing it up, that's one thing. That draft pick capital carries greater weight, carries greater value, makes a lot of sense to me. But you really expect washed up, done-ass Eli Manning is going to be better because he doesn't have an elite weapon like Odell Beckham Jr. to throw to? You're nuts!